Hi everyone. So now we are continuing our discussion on the expansion and consolidation of British power in India. So we resume our discussion with Anglo-Maratha wars. Now Mysore is what we have already covered in the previous lecture. So please do check them. Now we will understand about the Anglo-Maratha wars. How did this entire struggle for supremacy of the English or the British power had happened? Okay, so let's have first a brief discussion. See the reasons why they wanted to, like consolidate themselves and expand in the parts of the Mysore region or the Maratha region is what I've already told you. So the reasons you already understand. Even if you talk about, let's say, the rise of the Marathas, so you understand that what was happening. If you talk about the rise of the Marathas, we have discussed as a state. जब हमने आपके रीजनल स्टेट्स पर बात करी थी तो वी हैव ऑलरेडी टॉक्ड अबाउट इट. सो जस्ट क्विकली रिवाइजिंग दैट विथ यू सो दैट यू आर रिमाइंडेड ऑफ द थिंग्स एंड देन इट विल बी ईजियर फॉर अस टू प्रोसीड विद द एंग्लो मराठा वॉर्स. नाउ व्हाट वाज हैपनिंग हियर, मुगल एम्पायर वाज डिक्लाइनिंग. सो जब उनकी डिक्लाइन हो रही थी तो मराठास को क्या मिला, एक चांस मिली और लेट्स से एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली सो दैट दे कुड राइज इन पावर. Of course, they wanted to rule over the whole country, but then there were several reasons because of which, despite of having the capabilities, they could not. And this is what we have done. Then again, what happened by mid of 18th century. So the decline of the Mughal Empire had started to happen in the beginning of the 18th century with the death of Aurangzeb in 1707. Mid of 18th century, the Marathas were already into that whole you would say mode of becoming the rulers in especially the northern empire, northern Indian empire. And here they were also played the role of kingmakers. दैट दूसरे पावर्स में क्या कर रहे थे, राजा बनने में दूसरों को मदद कर रहे थे, मतलब अपने लोगों को बैठा के राजा बना रहे थे ताकि आसानी ये हो जाए इन द कोर्ट ऑफ मुगल्स, आसानी ये हो जाए कि वो उनसे जो चाहें वो करवा सकें. सो दीज स्टोरीज वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन. लेकिन बीच में क्या हुआ, थर्ड बैटल ऑफ पानीपत हैपेंड इन बिटवीन. दैट वाज द ईयर 1761. और यहाँ पे द मराठास वर डिफीटेड बाय हुम, defeated by Abdali, Ahmad Shah Abdali. And यहाँ पे it changed the entire situation. They understood that okay, now they were not as such they remained as a power which could rule over the whole of India, but still with the defeat later they gained strength and tried to achieve a very powerful position in India in the coming decade, and they did so. Although they couldn't rule over the whole country, but still they started to gain that strength and have that powerful position in India. But what was the issue that was happening with the Marathas? You know about the internal weaknesses. Internal weaknesses जो इनके families में चल रही थी, that was more about the mutual rivalry. So you know that the main head, अगर आप बोलोगे तो हु वॉज द मेन हेड, जिसको नॉमिनल हेड ऑफ कॉन्फिडरेसी, इस पूरे ग्रुपिंग को क्या बोलते थे, कॉन्फिडरेसी. ठीक है, ये सब पढ़ाया हुआ है आपको. मेन हेड वर्ड पेशवा एंड हु वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड एट पुणे, एंड द अदर prominent leaders were, or the groupings were, because you will come across their names in these whole Anglo wars, so you should remember them. Gaikwad from Baroda, Bhosle in Nagpur, Holkars in Indore. These things would be handy in prelims also, and otherwise abhi to understand whatever we are going to do. And Sindhyas in Gwalior. ठीक है, and Peshwa was the main head if you say so, or nominal head if you say so. Now there were two main reasons. One, British understood about this internal weakness, and second, of course, English wanted to establish in the western region, the Bombay wala and the this western region, what they wanted to establish, they definitely wanted to establish a government like the ones they have already done in the case of eastern side, that is Bengal, और फिर थोड़ा उन्होंने मैसूर में भी किया. तो अब डेफिनेटली वो वेस्टर्न रीजन में जो चाह रहे थे, बॉम्बे रीजन में, कि दे वुड हैव देयर ओन कंट्रोल. सो दीज वर द बैकग्राउंड्स फॉर द सेम. Now we will understand about the Anglo-Maratha war. So let's first see the details of first Anglo-Maratha wars. Please read the book, whatever book you are following. read the book once you're done with the lecture so that you get the details of the story, because हम सिर्फ examination perspective से कर रहे हैं तो of course each and every detail which is just a part of the story is not going to be covered. Whatever is relevant from the examination perspective and helps you get a linkage of the whole story, only that much is going to be covered. Okay, first Anglo-Maratha War. So basically what was the background? The background again was the internal dispute, जहाँ से ये चीज़ें चल रही थी कि राजा कौन बनेगा. So यहाँ पर क्या था? Succession dispute था. Succession dispute. Now what was happening in this succession dispute? और इस सक्सेस किस चीज़ के लिए? पेशवाशिप के लिए. That who would become the पेशवा. Why did the dispute happen? Of course there would be like some earlier पेशवा would die, ठीक है, for whatever reason, but died. Only then there will be some succession dispute. So that happened after death of the fourth पेशवा. यहाँ तक चीज़ें ठीक चल रही थी, बट आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ फोर्थ पेशवा, हिज नेम वॉज माधव राव, थोड़ी सी यहाँ पर सक्सेशन डिस्प्यूट हुई. अब हुआ क्या? आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ दिस पर्सन माधव राव, आई एम ट्राइंग टू गिव यू द स्टोरी इन अ वेरी शॉर्ट फॉर्मेट, अदरवाइज इट्स गोइंग टू बी वेरी लेंदी. सो हिज ब्रदर नारायण राव बिकेम फिफ्थ पेशवा. ठीक है, जैसे चल रहा होता है वैसे वो अपना बन गया, but was assassinated. उसको मार दिया गया. नारायण राव was assassinated by his uncle and his name was Raghunath Rao. Now who became the Peshwa in place of Narayan Rao? Now Narayan Rao was definitely a legal Peshwa because he just succeeded his brother, but here he assassinated, you know, his nephew. ठीक है, so he became the पेशवा, बस he was not a legal heir. उसका कोई बनता नहीं था हक, वो तो बस मार के वो बन गया. तो अब क्या हुआ कि नारायण राव, इनकी जो विडो थी, ठीक है, सो हिज विडो गेव बर्थ टू अ चाइल्ड, जिसको बनाने की बात की गई कि वो पेशवा बनेगा. सो गेव बर्थ टू अ सन, ऑफ कोर्स आफ्टर हिज डेथ, और इसका नाम रखा गया सवाई माधव राव. नाउ ही शुड बी द नेक्स्ट लीगल पेशवा. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर क्या हुआ कि इनको बना दिया गया नेक्स्ट लीगल पेशवा, कि माधव राव को हम नहीं मानते हैं एंड वी विल कंसिडर दिस बच्चा, यू नो, दिस सन, इन्फेंट था ऑफ कोर्स, नेक्स्ट लीगल पेशवा. तो एन इन्फेंट कैन नॉट रूल द कॉन्फिडरेसी. तो यहाँ पर एक जो जिनके अंडर में रखा जाता है उस टर्म को बोलते हैं रीजेंट, ताकि वो उनके देख रेख में, मतलब द मेन वर्क वुड बी डन बाय दिस पर्सन हु वाज नाना फडणवीस. आपने नाम पहले भी सुना होगा. ठीक है, द मेन वर्क वुड बी डन बाय दिस पर्सन, बट टेक्निकली ऑन द थ्रोन दिस बच्चा वुड, यू नो, कंटिन्यू टू रूल. सो नाउ डेफिनेटली विच मीन्स दैट दे, नाना फडणवीस, डिपोज्ड Raghunath Rao. Deposed matlab removed from the authority or removed from the power. So what happened? Nana Fadnavis along with 11 other administrators. These are the terms that you might find in the examination. Therefore, I am giving you 11 other administrators. तो ये 12 लोग हो गए, 12 people. So that is called as बार भाई. You use the word 12 for 12, right? So that is for बार भाई. और इसी चीज़ को बार भाई कॉन्स्पिरेसी भी बोलते हैं. दैट वाज अगेंस्ट माधव राव, उसको अपने थ्रोन से हटाने के लिए. ठीक है, सो दे व्हाट दे डिड, दे डिपोज्ड रघुनाथ राव. ठीक है, अब क्या हुआ? डेफिनेटली दिस पर्सन विल बी वेरी फ्यूरियस. Why would anybody want that you just remove me from the throne? Nobody would accept it. So he was very furious. अब वो कहाँ जाएगा हेल्प के लिए? Went to British. That is very logical in the story. So went to British for help. तो अब क्या हुआ? Between Raghunath Rao and British. So between them there was a treaty signed. So you will have to remember the name of this treaty because this is the first treaty that was signed in the first Anglo-Maratha War. Now see, they can ask you the questions, you know, matching and all of that. Now there were multiple treaties that were signed between the first one and the last one, and we cannot go into the details, minute details of each and every treaty, that you know what happened at that point of time. हमेशा ऐसा नहीं संभव होता है. So all the factual informations only you need to remember. So you have to remember first that this first Anglo-Maratha War में जो first treaty signed हुई, that was the Treaty of Surat. between whom? Between the British, of course British East India Company, and Raghunath Rao. Why Raghunath Rao? Because he was deposed from his power by Nana Fadnavis and 11 other administrators who together were called as Barbhai, and the entire conspiracy was called as Barbhai conspiracy. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे when there is a treaty signed, what will happen? The two sides will agree for something mutual, right? So in this treaty what happened? Raghunath Rao ceded some territories. Ceded मतलब अपनी territories दे दी. Territories of Salsitan Basin. ठीक है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट टेरिटरीज हैं आपके वेस्टर्न रीजन में. आपको ज़्यादा डिटेल नहीं जानना है, जस्ट रिमेंबर द नेम. ठीक है. प्लस सम रेवेन्यू भी दे दिया, कुछ टेरिटरीज भी दे दी. एंड ब्रिटिश ने क्या बोला? एज पर दिस ट्रीटी दे वर सपोज टू गिव हिम सम सोल्जर्स. ठीक है, कि हम आपको बचाने के लिए आपको कुछ सोल्जर्स की मदद करेंगे, सम 2500 सोल्जर्स. बट क्या हुआ? दिस ट्रीटी ऑफ सूरत वॉज नॉट एक्सेप्टेड व्हेन दिस इंफॉर्मेशन वेंट टू द British Calcutta Council, because they had stronghold in the Bengal region. So everything whatever was happening, kind of Bombay में they still had not established as such their supremacy. It was in the Bengal only. So वहीं से सारी चीज़ें जो हैं वो clarify होके आती थी. तो क्या हुआ कि this treaty was condemned by the British Calcutta Council. ठीक है, they just did not agree to this. And what they did, this council sent a colonel Upton to Pune कि कुछ जा करके आगे का सेटलमेंट करो. Now when this person came to Pune, there was another treaty. Pune of course आप समझ रहे हो in the western side. So another treaty was signed, that is Treaty of Purandar. Now please remember the names of all these treaties so that in prelims at least you know that these are related to which war. Like firstly they are related to the Maratha war, secondly they are related to the first Anglo-Maratha war. इतना ही आपको जानना ज़रूरी है as per what I understand, because इनसे questions as such अभी तक तो नहीं आए हैं. In future you never know about what will happen. So we will not leave anything untouched, but we will of course not go into every minute detail. For that you have to read the book, go through the story and understand what was happening. Okay, now here, so this treaty was signed. Now this treaty was signed between whom? Between the British government that was there in Calcutta and पूना दरबार. ब्रिटिश का जो पूना में दरबार लग रहा था वो. ठीक है, वहाँ पे वो कोर्ट में जो बैठते थे. अब what happened by this treaty? Treaty of पुरंदर के जो important postulates थे उसमें क्या था? That there will be annulment of Treaty of Surat. Annulment मतलब you have to end the Treaty of Surat because we do not agree with the provisions of it. ठीक है, और उन्होंने रघुनाथ राव को पेंशन भी दिया. पेंशन टू रघुनाथ राव. ठीक है, मेन आइडिया इज अबाउट द एनलमेंट ऑफ द ट्रीटी ऑफ सूरत. चलिए, अब यहाँ जब ट्रीटी साइंड हुई, सो नाना फडनविस इन लेटर टाइम वायलेटेड दिस ट्रीटी. सो दिस ट्रीटी वॉज साइंड व्हेन 1776 में. सूरत वॉज साइंड इन 1775 में. Now what happened in 1777? Nana Fadnavis violated the treaty. Which treaty? Treaty of Purandar. ठीक है, this one. The Treaty of Purandar. कैसे violate करा? By granting the French a port on western coast. अब English and French already had the rivalry. ठीक है, now what will happen कि अगर one person from let's say the Marathas, they are granting something to the France and that too on the western coast, English will not like it. तो that was pretty obvious कि war का माहौल जो है वो बनना शुरू हो गया है. So English sent a force towards Pune that we are not going to accept it. How are you doing this, right? So Pune outskirts पे क्या हुआ? Both armies, Maratha and British and Maratha, they met. Now this Maratha army was led by a very important general and very capable and famous general, Mahatji Shinde या सिंधिया दोनों बोल सकते हैं क्योंकि अलग अलग बुक में you might come across the different names. So Mahatji Shinde और Scindia. ठीक है, he led the Maratha army and what he did was lured the English army. उनको धोखा दे करके वेस्टर्न घाट्स में जो है थोड़ा सा छुपा दिया। छुपा दिया एज इन कि आप बोलो कि वहाँ पर उनके साथ मतलब उनको ईजीली ट्रिक कर पाए इन द वेस्टर्न घाट्स और इन द वेस्टर्न साइड। सो यहाँ पर जो एक छोटा सा बैटल हुआ, बैटल ऑफ तालेगांव, ठीक है। दे माइट गिव यू द लेट्स से द नेम ऑफ द बैटल्स एंड आस्क यू दैट दिस वाज related to which war, ठीक है। Nowadays they are giving you unique questions from modern Indian history, so we will not leave the factual information untouched. And so when this army into the western ghat, और उनको क्या करा, trapped, they trapped the English army from all the sides, ठीक है। चलिए यहाँ तक तो he was kind of pretty successful in doing this. Also they use different kinds of policy, for example scorched earth policy, स्कॉच्ड अर्थ पॉलिसी। इसमें क्या किया इन्होंने, जो फार्मलैंड्स थे, ठीक है, बर्न द फार्मलैंड्स एंड पॉइजनड द वेल्स, कि उसको कोई यूज़ ना कर पाए, पॉइजन, और अगर कोई करेगा तो उसको नुकसान, इफ़ इंग्लिश वुड डू दैट, ठीक है। तो फिर क्या होने लगा, ऑफकोर्स यहाँ पे सिचुएशन बिकेम कि इंग्लिश जो है वो वर नॉट एबल टू गो मच अहेड विद दैट। सो मिड 1779 में English had to surrender. They surrendered, and treaty of, so another treaty you are seeing here, Vadgaon, was signed with Pune, ठीक है। So another treaty that you will remember here is this treaty. तो हमने 2-3 important treaties देख ली है, ठीक है। एक सूरत देख लिया हमने, treaty of पुरंदर देख लिया, now we've seen treaty of Vadgaon. Next what happened, अच्छा इस treaty के through what was said, so treaty of Vadgaon. According to this what was said, that the British government has to return, so they were supposed to return the all territories conquered by it, अभी तक जितना इन्होंने करा, after 1773, and जो सिंधियाज ग्रुप थे, they were to get part of revenue, ठीक है। I think not a group, it would be about the Mahadji Sindhe only, Mahadji Sindhya, ठीक है। So it's better if we do this, right। अब क्या हो गया, now this treaty, this was not acceptable by Warren Hastings, so refusal to accept by Hastings, he said that I am not going to agree to accept this treaty. अब if he would not agree, he would send further army for the war, he would not settle down there. So what he did, sent British army, but got defeated at Pune, ठीक है। अब British is not in that you would say good condition here, and now this person you would say who was leading the army now started to aspire that I want to become the leader of the Maratha Confederacy, although he was just a general in the army, leader तो पेशवास थे, ठीक है, but now he wanted to become, so because of that desire, so Mahadji Sindhya or Shinde aspired to become the ruler of the Maratha Confederacy. अब वो रूलर बनना चाहते थे, एंड ही अंडरस्टूड दैट इस सिचुएशन में तो ब्रिटिश हेल्प कर सकती है, बट हम तो ब्रिटिश के अगेंस्ट हो चुके हैं, सो ही ट्राई टू ट्रिक द ब्रिटिश अगेन, and he tried to propose a treaty to the British that you favor me in becoming this. So under his mediation, मतलब kind of आप बोलो settlement कराने की जो कोशिश की, last treaty of the first Anglo-Maratha war, that is treaty of Salbai, again very important treaty to be remembered, ठीक है, was signed between Peshwa and the English, 1782. Warren Hastings also agreed to this. This Fadnavis also, Nana Fadnavis also accepted this. तो ठीक है, इस treaty के through क्या decide हुआ कि peace was guaranteed between the two sides फॉर 20 ईयर्स, कि 20 साल तक कोई ऐसा वॉर या कुछ नहीं होगा, हम पीस कर रहे हैं. सो इफ़ यू हैव टू से लाइक हाउ डिड द फर्स्ट एंग्लो मराठा वॉर कंक्लूडेड, सो इट वॉज अ ड्रॉन स्ट्रगल. And now you know the important treaties under the first Anglo-Maratha war. You know Treaty of Surat here, then you have the Treaty of Purandar here, then you have the Treaty of Vadagaon here, and then you have the Treaty of Salbai here. ठीक है. So just giving you one more point because हम उसके details में नहीं जा रहे हैं, तो just talking about some important battles which happened, because in case they ask you to match, at least you should just be familiar with the names. ठीक है. एक battle का नाम तो हमने देखा था, but let's say 2-3 और हैं. So just some important battles, छोटे छोटे battles within this whole war period. One was Battle of अदास, जगह के नाम पर ही सारा पड़ता है. Another was तालेगांव, जो आपने अभी देखा थोड़ी देर पहले, and another was Sipri. So just remember that all of these battles are related to the first Anglo-Maratha war, and that would be okay. That much of information would be okay. चलिए. But then how did the second Anglo-Maratha war happen? Because here there was no conclusive thing happening that okay, the British has become supreme. So of course there was a chance for the next war also. So what happened? 20 साल के लिए तो पीस ट्रीटी की इन्होंने बात कर दी. ठीक है, वहाँ तक तो चलिए हो गया. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? So second Anglo-Maratha war, इसमें क्या चीज़ें रहीं? So first Anglo-Maratha war के लिए, if you understand that what was the immediate context was that this infant Savai Madhav Rao was made the Peshwa here, right? Because Raghunath Rao was deposed and इनको बना दिया गया था. That was the immediate context for the first Anglo-Maratha war. सेकेंड एंग्लो मराठा वॉर के लिए जो इमीडिएट कॉन्टेक्स्ट था, अब यहाँ पर क्या होने लगा, अब इस बीच में क्या हो चुका था, लॉर्ड वेलेस्ली. दिस आई हैव टोल्ड यू ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ माइसोर ऑल्सो, तो नीड नॉट रिपीट इट, बट जस्ट क्विकली फॉर द रिविजन. लॉर्ड वेलेस्ली हैड come to India and he was very much interested in expansion, and then started with the subsidiary alliance policy. So initially when the Marathas definitely were offered subsidiary alliance, that you become a part of us, they were not part of us but become like a power living subsidiary to us. So they were not ready for that, of course, but there was mutual internal difference always existing amongst the Marathas. ठीक है. Wellesley also got a very important opportunity here, that they are always having the internal contradictions and we can make use of it. अब इस बीच में क्या हुआ, नाना फडनविस डाइड. ठीक है, इंपॉर्टेंट पर्सन हु वाज होल्डिंग एवरीथिंग. अब इनके डाइट के बाद अगेन द सेम थिंग विल हैपन. क्या होने लगा, पावर स्ट्रगल, कि हु विल टेक केयर ऑफ एवरीथिंग. ठीक है. अब इस पावर स्ट्रगल में क्या होने लगा कि यहाँ पर पेशवा वाज द पेशवा देन बाजी राव टू, एंड फ्रॉम सिंधियास दौलत राव सिंधिया. What they did, they formed an alliance, क्योंकि internal rivalry तो होती रहती थी. So they formed an alliance against the Holkar. अब क्या होने लगा, immediate context में, जो immediate आपका reason बना for the second Anglo-Maratha war, 1801 में पेशवा, this पेशवा brutally killed. इंटरनल आपको दिख रहा है, डिफरेंसेस स्टार्ट हो चुके हैं. सो ही ब्रूटली किल्ड दिस होलकर्स ब्रदर विथोजी राव होलकर. आप सिर्फ ब्रदर तक भी लिख के छोड़ लोगे तो कोई इशू नहीं है. हिज ब्रदर. नाउ जाहिर सी बात है, इफ़ यू आर किलिंग समबडीज ब्रदर दैट टू ब्रूटली, वो पर्सन तो शांत तो नहीं बैठेगा. तो व्हाट ही डिड, अटैक्ड पुणे, क्योंकि पेशवाज पोजिशन वॉज देयर एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन पुणे. अटैक्ड पुणे, defeated the combined army of whom, Peshwa and Scindia. So combined army, and of course captured Pune also. Now if he captured Pune, so Peshwa who was living in Pune, उसको कहीं जाना पड़ेगा. So what happened, this Peshwa, because of the attack from the Holkar, fled, भाग गया, and approached whom, British only. और किसके पास जाएंगे मदद मांगने. So approached Wellesley, who was taking charge of the British then, Governor General Wellesley. So approached Wellesley for help. तो आपको दिख रहा है हाउ द इंटरनल कॉन्ट्राडिक्शंस had again led to this opportunity to the British that they are taking help from British. Earlier also what happened in this case, रघुनाथ राव इफ़ यू रिमेंबर, ठीक है, वो वापस चला गया था ब्रिटिश से, उसने मदद मांगी है ना. यहाँ पर हमने देखा है कि रघुनाथ राव को जब डिपोज कर दिया गया तो रघुनाथ राव वेंट एंड वो फ्यूरियस होकर के वेंट टू द ब्रिटिश फॉर हेल्प. ठीक है, काइंड ऑफ सिमिलर थिंग इज हैपनिंग हियर ऑल्सो इन द केस ऑफ सेकेंड एंग्लो मराठा वॉर. चलिए, now if he would go to the British and ask for help, and that to Wellesley, and Wellesley was talking so much about the subsidiary alliance, definitely he'll ask that you please accept my subsidiary alliance, only then I'll help you. ठीक है, ये तो होना ही था. तो अब क्या करना पड़ेगा, तो फिर पेशवा accepted the subsidiary alliance. कोई चॉइस था नहीं था. ठीक है, अब इस subsidiary alliance में क्या था कि पेशवा said that okay, I am accepting. I'll give you the whole details of the subsidiary alliance provisions also when we finish this expansion consolidation everything na. I will maybe in the next week, because for this week the whole that series is reserved. So we'll talk on all of these things कि क्या क्या था ये सब कुछ, आपको घबराना नहीं है. But okay, he then accepted that okay, I'm accepting your protection, I'm giving you so much of annual subsidy also, I'll allow you that you keep your army in my place. ठीक है, I'll not consult with any other European army, I'll not be in touch with them, no other foreign relations I will start with without your permission, and all of that. Whatever was the provision of the subsidiary alliance was accepted by the Peshwa, and Peshwa also had to sign a treaty here. So signed the Treaty of Bassein, very important one to be remembered in the context of Second Anglo-Mysore War. Treaty of Bassein 1802 में. So with this, now that you are understanding, Peshwa because now signed subsidiary alliance, so lost independent authority, अब कुछ बच नहीं रहा था पेशवा के पास. अब क्या होने लगा, इधर सिंधिया और भोसले now they started to come together and form an alliance against the English. लेकिन फिर भी internal differences रह रहे थे. The problem was that despite of this such a traumatic situation, something of a national danger, still the Maratha confederacy was not united. These important जो chiefs थे आपके different confederacies के, they were not united. So the British played their role. धीरे धीरे gradually with different times what happened, the Marathas were defeated and they were just made to isolate from one another. How did it happen? अलग अलग टाइम में पेशवा के साथ तो साइन करा ही लिया, बाकियों के साथ का क्या करा. So defeat of Bhosle happened in 1803. They can ask you कि किस order में they have signed the subsidiary alliance. ठीक है, तो this also you can remember. 1803 में पहले defeat of Bhosle happened and Treaty of Deogaon was signed. Then defeat of Scindia happened in the later part of 1803. So here the treaty that was signed was of Suraj, Anjangaon. Different books give you different spellings, so don't worry. And then the defeat of Holkar happened 1806 में. And यहाँ जो treaty signed हुई, that was Treaty of Rajpur Ghat. So you need to remember, things started with Treaty of Bassein here in this second Anglo-Maratha war and ended with the Treaty of Rajpur Ghat here. So if you have to conclude, like you concluded that the first Anglo-Maratha war was a drawn struggle and peace was there, guaranteed for 20 years. What is the conclusion for the second Anglo-Maratha war? Conclusion अगर हम बोलेंगे, so this second Anglo-Maratha war tore apart the Maratha Confederacy. वैसे भी वो साथ में नहीं थे, but यहाँ पे तो बिल्कुल ही independently, they had to sign the subsidiary alliance and definitely English now had edge over the Marathas. ठीक है, सो दिख रहा है कि ट्रीटी ऑफ बसैन का काफ़ी सिग्निफिकेंस जो है वो था. मूविंग अहेड विद द थर्ड एंग्लो मराठा वॉर. नाउ रिमेंबर, विथ Mysore there were 4 wars, with Maratha there were 3 wars, with 6 there will be 2 wars. So there is a sequence 4:3:2 that you should remember. Third Anglo-Maratha war 17 to 18. अब क्या होने लगा ना, 1805-6 की अगर आप बात करते हो तो यहाँ पर चीज़ें इनकी ऑलमोस्ट एंड होने चली गई थी. सो द मराठा स्टिल डिड नॉट यूज़ दैट मच ऑफ टाइम. लेट्स से फ्रॉम 1805 और 6 से लेके 1817 तक के टाइम को they did not as such use in consolidating their power. They just continued with the mutual conflict. So that was a very good opportunity again for the British to further go for the expansion. और इस पीरियड में जो नया फेज था दैट स्टार्टेड विथ coming of the another British Governor General who was Lord Hastings. ठीक है, now he was also so much interested in imperialistic policies and expansion and all of that. Now he understood that these mutual differences and rivalry was existing, so he was firm with the opinion that I want to destroy the independence of the important rulers here like Bhosle, Scindia, Holkar. तो उसने अब यहाँ पर क्या करना शुरू करा कि in his mind he was very clear that I'll not let them further grow, but then something happened immediately. मतलब जो immediate context होता है, immediate context was that the war began as a campaign. This third Anglo-Maratha war began as a campaign against the Pindaris. ठीक है, अब ये कौन थे? इनको रॉबर बैंड्स भी बोला जाता है फॉर द रॉबरी दे वर डूइंग. अब इनके केस में क्या हुआ? नाउ दे वर इरेग्युलर हॉर्समैन, मतलब दे वर अटैच्ड टू दी मराठा आर्मी बट इरेग्युलर मैनर में, एज इन फॉर्मल आर्मी का हिस्सा नहीं थे. दे वर इरेग्युलर हॉर्समैन अटैच्ड टू द मराठा आर्मी. ठीक है, जब उनकी ज़रूरत होती थी तो वो करते थे. दे यूज टू बी विदाउट पे, उनको कोई पेमेंट नहीं मिलता था, बट पेमेंट नहीं मिलेगा फिर भी सर्विस दे रहे हैं, तो इन रिटर्न दे वर गेटिंग समथिंग. एंड दैट व्हाट वाज दैट? इंस्टेड दे वर गेटिंग द लाइसेंस टू प्लंडर. उनको लूट मचाने के लिए, प्लंडर करने के लिए परमिशन मिली हुई थी फ्रॉम द मराठास. ठीक है, सो दे वर बेसिकली पार्ट ऑफ आर्मी बट काइंड ऑफ यू कैन से इनडायरेक्टली. ठीक है, सो इरेग्युलर हॉर्समैन बट नॉट डायरेक्टली पार्ट ऑफ द आर्मी. अब क्या होने लगा? जैसे जैसे वीकनिंग ऑफ मराठास वॉज हैपनिंग, so definitely the Pindaris got no employment. जो भी थोड़ा पेमेंट तो वैसे भी नहीं मिल रही थी, बट जो भी थोड़ा बहुत काम कर रहे थे वो कुछ भी एम्प्लॉयमेंट नहीं मिल रहा था. रेगुलर मतलब रेगुलर एम्प्लॉयमेंट यू वुड से, लेट्स से रेगुलर एम्प्लॉयमेंट. ठीक है, नहीं मिल रही थी इनको, दे वर नॉट गेटिंग इट. अब व्हाट हैपेंड? सो दे ऑल्सो नीडेड टू सर्वाइव, सो दे स्टार्टेड plundering. Anyways, they had got the license, so they started to plunder the neighboring region, and that included the East India Company territory also. So the neighboring territory that included East India Company's one also. So definitely Lord Hastings was not ready to accept this, and they even charged the Marathas that why are you giving shelter to them, you are allowing them, so we will not let it happen. And the main feature of their plundering was speed and secrecy. इतने जल्दी में कर लेते थे, they could do it very with so much of speed and secrecy that you couldn't just easily trace them out. But it was known that okay, a certain group is doing that. So what happened in this case? Lord Hastings planned to suppress them, and with his constant efforts, of course he took the help of the other people, but by January 1818 the Pindaris were crushed, effectively crushed, as in now उनका उतना कोई prominence नहीं बचा था. This is how the third Anglo-Maratha war began. And once they suppressed or crushed the Pindaris, they moved to those different groupings. Already they had signed the subsidiary alliance, and now they again signed different treaties with different grouping कि आप मतलब हमारे ही control में हो. So just giving you the names of those treaties ताकि आपको prelims के लिए helpful हो जाए. So the treaties during the third Anglo-Maratha war of Pune 1817 में, that was signed with Peshwa of course. Then of Gwalior, so that was also signed in 1817 later with Scindia, and of Mandsaur in 1818 with Holkar. ठीक है, so the conclusion that you will remember here is that June 1818 में पेशवा फाइनली सरेंडर्ड. और अब क्या हो गया था? मराठा कॉन्फेडरेंसी बिल्कुल डिसॉल्व हो चुकी थी. जो पेशवा शिप की अगर आप बात करते हो एज अ पोजिशन दैट दे वर होल्डिंग, दैट वाज नाउ अबॉलिश्ड. सो यू कैन क्विकली सी that like it happened in the case of Mysore after the death of Tipu Sultan in the battle of Seringapatam. यहाँ पर चीज़ें जो हैं वो फाइनली ख़त्म हो गई. मराठास क्योंकि पेशवाशिप ही नहीं बचा, सो द मेन हेड वाज नॉट देयर. बाकी सबने तो ऑलरेडी सब्सिडियरी अलायंस साइन कर लिया था, सो नाउ दे वर अंडर देयर कंट्रोल. ठीक है, सो दिस इज हाउ द थर्ड एंग्लो मराठा वार ऑल्सो एंडेड. Now we'll just quickly see a couple of reasons, just maybe if it is asked in the mains paper, for the loss or defeat of Marathas. I'm taking the headings from the spectrum only, so आप detail आराम से वहाँ से पढ़ोगे. I'll explain you the pointers that they have given. First one is about the leadership. That is obvious to be understood, that the kind of leaders that they had, especially the later, it's not that since beginning it was the case. The initial Maratha leaders were very so you would say capable and focusing on how would they have cared for the confederacy, but still the mutual rivalry was a common thing always existing. So the later Maratha leaders, if you talk about, let's say, Bajirao II or Daulat Rao Sindhya or Jaswant Rao Holkar, with these people the problem was that they were just worthless and selfish. They were of no match with the English officials which were present there, which were taking charge of this time then, like Elphinstone or Arthur Wellesley or John Malcolm. These all names are given in spectrum, so you don't have to worry. So the point is that the later Maratha leaders were not of any match to the English officials. That is the key of this first heading. The another thing that you have to remember or understand is about the you have to understand about the defective nature of Maratha state. Now what was happening in this case? The Maratha state, they were actually not having any, since the beginning only, they were not having any interest or putting any effort towards how do we spread education or how do we unite people or how do we manage whatever communal issues was there. This was not the case with them. So they were just letting things be the way they were. And when the European power came, now there was this defect of the Maratha system that they could notice, because in the Western pattern they were living a very organized life. They focused on education, on maintaining the communal issues, or let's say unifying the things and having a control over everything. But here they could see that the leaders are themselves not interested. So that defective nature of the Maratha state came to the forefront when the English invaded this area, or let's say the European power. They focused on this particular area and they understood it's very easy to have the control over them. And then the loose political setup of the Marathas. Anyways, you understand this. There was loose confederation, there was mutual rivalry, there was mutual issues. Whatever leaders, initial leaders, later leaders, the groupings already had that political issues. Everybody wanted to gain the power. So the powerful chiefs started to have their semi-independent kingdoms also, like these 5 major kingdoms that you studied. So this hostility, this lack of cooperative spirit was there, which definitely gave an opportunity to the British to rise there. Then the inferior military system as compared to the English. Again, there is no doubt about it, either in terms of how the forces were organized or the weapons they were using, the disciplines, the disciplinary action that was being taken, effective leadership was the case. Okay, whatever was the case, they would see कि modern warfare techniques नहीं adopt कर पाए थे. बहुत सारे issues थे जो कि military में थे with the Marathas, and the English were superior in that case. Then the unstable economic policy. So economy and polity definitely go hand in hand. If you have to manage it, you have to manage the other thing also. So they had as such no interest in setting up of industries, no foreign trade. ठीक है, कुछ भी ऐसा माहौल ही नहीं था. There was no scene there which could be, or the economic policy which could be seen as conducive to a stable political setup. They just could not do it. And then another one was the superior English diplomacy. They were very diplomatic in nature. They understood कि हमें diplomacy की जो है वो ज़रूरत है. ठीक है, और एक skills English के पास जो है वो ज़्यादा थी, the diplomatic skills if you talk about. So they wanted to isolate the enemy. They understood that to isolate the enemy we need to have the diplomatic skill. एक को दूसरे के against भड़काना was also important. And espionage, if you say so, for example, जैसे कि जासूसी करना. ठीक है, so they were spying also. They had those things understood. They understood कि to know about the weakness of the enemy हमें उनकी सारी जासूसी करके रखनी होगी. Marathas were not interested in knowing that. Whatever was the weakness of the English, they never focused on knowing that. Okay, so that skill also helped the English. And then of course the progressive English outlook. the way the English were living in a modern society in the West, and the Indians were having that kind of, you would say, thoda sa backward or old dogmas rather, if we call it so. They were not interested in making good changes. Traditional social hierarchy used to be maintained, but the English, they were focusing on acquiring more and more colonies. Scientific innovations were there, oceanic voyages were there. So definitely that outlook also helped them to have control over the Marathas. So with this, we are done with the Mysore and the Marathas, the two major kingdoms. Eastern side, the whole Bengal region now already is under their control. I hope you can just have the entire picture in front of your eyes. Revise the factual details later. आराम से आप इसको notes बना के बाद में पढ़ लीजिएगा. In the coming video, we'll talk more on some other regions that they conquered. जो भी बचा था, जैसे आपका पंजाब सिंधवारा जो region है वो, and then the nearby regions like Nepal, Afghanistan, etc. So hope to see you in the next video. See you till then. Bye bye. Take care.